What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Hope all you had a great day today. Getting into this episode of GH, I don't feel bad for Carly at all. Like, I really don't, because Michael, Drew, they've been trying to warn her, like, listen, don't put your money into this. They warned her. And she just would not listen. She got too, she was ahead of herself. She got way too cocky. And I understand she was trying to bet on her son because she trusts Michael. But even Michael was saying, like, don't do this. Like, he didn't want to risk her funds. And if your own son is telling you to, don't do this, and Drew is telling you don't do this, I'm pretty sure even her broker probably told her not to do this. And it's like, what is the point of having these people in your life, including a financial advisor or a broker or whatever, and you're not going to listen to them? Especially your financial advisor. Like, these people know what they're talking about. And Carly's just that headstrong person. She just don't listen. And now look at what it is done. You're financially in a bind right now. You can't get your hotel back. There's no way in the world she's gonna raise enough money that fast to get her half of the hotel. And now the group that she sold the shares to, they're looking for a buyer. They're trying to flip it and sell the hotel, sell their half of the hotel now for probably even bigger price than what they paid for it. You know, um, they don't have to wait the 30 days. So Carly's pretty much screwed on that. So I don't know how she's going to raise the money. The only way I could see her doing that is if she goes to somebody she knows with a big fat bank account. That's the only way. I'm pretty sure though if Jason was around, I'm pretty sure Jason would have cut her a check real quick. Like he would have easily gave her the cash. But I don't know if she would go to Sunny for that money. I doubt it. I mean, I don't see her doing it. But desperate times calls for desperate measures. But don't get me wrong, like it's not like Carly's broke, cause she's not. The advisor was just basically telling her as far as getting her half of the hotel back, it ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen because she can't go to the Stillwater group and be like, listen, I want to buy my half back. She's gonna have to show them that she has the assets to do that, the funds to do it. And her advisor was like, listen, you ain't got the money. You can't do it. But she's not broke though. She's definitely not anywhere near bankruptcy. All she gotta do is sell one of her homes because she owns two of them. I'd say sell the lake house, the one that Bobby live in, that Jax built. Sell it. I'm pretty sure she can get quite a few million for it, and Bobby could just move in with her and Donna at the compound. Simple. You know what I mean? Sell that. You can probably She could probably get maybe, depending on the market value right now, she could probably make like 5-6 million off that house easy. Maybe four, depending. But she's definitely far from broke though. She ain't completely down and out. But you know what? I could see this as a blessing because you know what? Maybe it's time for Carly to move into a whole new career choice. She's co-owned the hotel for what, 16 years now? So maybe it's time to do something else. Maybe that's the route that they're going with her. But as a business person, Carly should have did her due diligence. You know what I'm saying? Like she should have looked at some numbers. She should have made sure that this was a right investment. I just feel like she didn't think this through. And plus she was warned multiple times not to do this. So basically you're fucked. Somebody else is gonna buy up the Metro Court and it is what it is. Like I can't feel bad. Um, when people keep warning you about something and you don't want to listen, that's why they always say a hard head makes for a very soft ass, and that's pretty much what it was. Carly got hard headed. Um, so anyway, moving on from that, I totally understand where Lisa was coming from as to why she turned down Scott's marriage proposal. I get it because it wasn't really no romance to it. It was like she just kind of felt like he did it on a whim. And my thing was, I felt like Scott genuinely wants to marry her, but it's the way that he went about it. You know what I'm saying? That made it seem disingenuous. Um, but I do believe that if Scott put more effort into the proposal, she would say yes. Honestly, I definitely feel like Lisa would say yes. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to act all like, oh, I don't need no man to validate me, or she happy with what her and Scott got. She know good and well if that man really put some effort and thought into it, she knows she would say yes. Cause he's a lot of things. Lord knows he is. But Scott is different from the men that she used to, be with. Even she admitted it. Like, he's different from Faison, obviously. He's different from Victor. He's better than those two when it comes down to certain things, well, a lot of things. And he actually treats her as an equal. He loves the shit out of her. He treats her with respect. Faison and all them, they didn't treat her that way, especially Faison. Faison didn't never really care for Lisa. She was basically just second prize to him for what he really wanted, which was Anna. So at least with Scott, she comes first. So I definitely could see her saying yes in the future to him if he puts in more effort to it. And of course, Victor comes strolling his little Mac Daddy ass up in there, thinking he about to spit some game. Because he thought there was still a chance for him and Liesl since he found out she turned down Scott's proposal. Liesl said, hell to the no. In the words of Whitney Houston, the late great Whitney Houston, hell to the no. I could say it in Cowboy too. Heck no. Heck no. Like, just no. Absolutely not. I can never see her back with Victor. Not unless he blackmail her. And she made that clear. She said, dude, I wouldn't give a damn. I'm paraphrasing, but it's like, dude, she wouldn't give a damn if y'all were the last two people on this earth. She would not mess with him again. Like, Victor could keep on dreaming on that one. So anyway, she also pretty much told Nina, like, if Sonny makes her happy, then go for it. Because she was wondering why Nina was taking so long, why her and Sonny relationship wasn't progressing, like, why they're not an official couple. I mean, with everything that's been going on and stuff, it's not surprising that they kind of pumped the brakes on everything. But pretty much, once Sonny popped up or whatever, Sonny didn't want to really talk. Sonny said, listen, I don't want to talk about Michael. I don't want to talk about nothing. He just planted a kiss right on her. So that pretty much sealed the deal of where that relationship is going. Because Nina was sitting there telling Sonny, oh, Michael should be grateful to you that you got, that you were there when Willow collapsed. Nina, stop stirring the pot. Okay, Michael don't need to be grateful. At the end of the day, he's not going to be grateful. So, shit, even when Michael got to the hospital to check on Willow after Sasha called him, he pretty much snubbed Sonny. He pretty much accused Sonny of being a part of this. Like, oh, you must have said something to upset her and that's why she fainted. See, Michael has been so damn busy with this ELQ Aurora mess, he hasn't been noticing what the hell's been going on with Willow. Like, dude, you didn't notice that she looked like death worn over? Like, that woman looked like death. Like, she looked like Casper the Friendly Ghost. Even Sasha and them, even they noticed. Like, she looked very pale. Like, she looked horrible. And Michael has not noticed that. Like, dude, pay more attention to your family and your household instead of your business. You know what I'm saying? Take care of home first. Because she looked crazy. And you didn't even notice it. So come to find out, TJ was asking Willow all these questions about, symptoms and stuff like that. And he said, you know what, I'm going to run some tests on you. She just attributed everything to stress. Like, oh, I've been missing a few meals. Missing a few meals and stress does not make you look like that. She looked like death. Like, just very pale. She looked horrible. Missing a few meals and stress do not make one look like that. Trust, I done been through it. And it ain't never make me look like that. Even though everybody different. I'm just saying. Missing a few meals and some stress make you like that? Like, look crazy like that? Like you just about to kill over any second? Damn, she looked horrible. So TJ ran some tests and he got the first set of tests back. He didn't get the other parts back, but he got the first set back. And it confirmed what I pretty much suspected, that she was pregnant. I figured that much because when she was having those dizzy spells and she kept saying how tired she was, I'm like, you're pregnant. I figured as much. But I do believe there's something else going on with her other than a pregnancy. Like, it got to be some illness. And that's probably what's going to bring Nina into play or whatever. Because she probably going to need some type of blood transfusion or something and bone marrow, probably something. But either way, it's going to involve Nina getting involved, I'm sure. Michael is still on the warpath with Sonny at this point. Like, he was on the phone talking to Dex, like, listen, we gotta get creative. We gotta hit Sonny where he won't see it coming. And unbeknownst to him, Lil Leo was overhearing some of the conversation. He was like, what's going on with Uncle Sonny and stuff like that. And, Michael had to try to play it off like, oh, we're planning a surprise. And I'm like, Michael, you going too far. You going too far. I just want to see what Sonny gonna do next. Like, what's Michael's next move? Because Sonny has not made a move back on Michael since the whole shipment situation. So I'm guessing he's just gonna let that slide for now. But I think if Michael makes another big blow to Sonny, I don't know. Sonny's gonna have to push back at this point, because if he doesn't, Son or not, it's gonna make Sonny look weak. So at some point, you're gonna have to do something. You're gonna have to respond. Um. So anyway, Olivia was working my nerve. She was upset with Ned about the ELQ vote, and at first she told me, "Oh, I don't care about the company," but she's mad at him for not including her in his decision to vote against the family and vote for Valentine. Which one is it? Because that's a contradiction to me. This is just my opinion. I feel like if you don't care about the company, why are you so upset that he didn't tell you which way he was going to vote? At the end of the day, you're not a stockholder in the company. You're not a board member. You're not an executive. You don't care about the company. So why do you care which way he votes? It doesn't affect you since you don't care. I'm just saying, pick one. Do you care or do you not care? Because if you didn't care, you wouldn't be worried. You wouldn't be so upset with him that, oh, he didn't confide in you about the vote. This is business. That's not personal. And Olivia talking about, oh, I just feel like you didn't trust me. I feel like, honestly, Olivia was picking a fight that didn't need to be picked. I just have to be honest. She was just picking a ridiculous ass fight. It was so stupid. It was like, okay, this is business. It has nothing to do with your marriage. She talking about, oh, I just feel like you were going to be different once we renewed our vows. This is business. It has nothing to do with your marriage. Why are you so upset? Like, calm your ass down. And it got to the point where they were arguing, and Leo pretty much didn't want to interrupt them because they were arguing. And I felt bad for Leo because he had fell or whatever and hurt himself. And at the end of the day, Ned had to reassure him, like, listen, you come first. And I'm glad they sat him down and talked to him, because I felt bad for the boy. He seen them fighting and didn't want to interrupt. That's pretty messed up. So I'm glad that they sat down and they had that conversation with him. So anyway, moving on from that, Valentine and Anna and Felicia was all sitting around and stuff, talking about the next date that they supposed to go on, because Valentine was trying to woo his lady. He said, listen, I don't care how busy I get with ELQ, I'm always make time for you. I said, I know that's right, Valentine. Get your lady. But, Anna feels uneasy because she doesn't trust Victor for good reason. And Felicia had to remind her. She was like, shit, if you're going to date Valentine, Victor is going to be involved. As his dad, that's kind of a package deal. Not really, but, Victor is going to be lingering around. And Anna don't trust him. Rightfully so, But she's starting to I think she really starting to wonder, like, what the hell is going on between Victor and Valentine, because Victor and Valentine, talking about they got business or whatever to discuss, and she was like what? And he tried to give her some flimsy excuse, oh, he want to keep the Cassadines close. I don't think Anna buying that. It's more to it than that. She know it. She's not, she's starting to feel unsure probably about Valentine at this point. I'm just guessing. You know what I'm saying? At this point, she would have to. Him being around Victor and stuff, like, you have to start wondering what the hell going on between the two. Because she know Victor up to some shadiness. And now Victor and Valentine are meeting together and stuff, talking about their plans. What are your plans? And that's why I said, if Ned is going to vote for Valentine, which I totally understand why he did it, he still has to keep eyes on Valentine. Don't go in this thing blind and trust him. Keep both eyes. You know what I'm saying? Go to the doctor, get 2 eyes implanted in the back of your head, because you're going to need them. Where Valentine and Victor are concerned, you're definitely going to need it, because they up to some shenanigans. Part of me feel like Valentine is playing Victor. Like he's just doing whatever Victor wants so he can get in Victor's, trust. Gain his trust so that way he can maybe double cross. That's what I'm guessing. I would hope that's what he's doing, because I think he should. But we're going to see how this one play out. But anyway, hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Have a great night. Peace.